Hello, you beautiful people. My name is Honest M. I'm here for another intuitive read. Any information that you want to know about me is all the way down in the description box. I'm just going to get right into it. Let's do 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth and begin. One more time for the gods. And one more time for the ancestors. Dear God, ancestors, guardian angels of beings of light, I come to you today to just say thank you. Dear God, I ask that you think about anybody who may come across this video, and if you have any messages for the Earth Sign Collective, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, if you have any messages for the Earth Sign Collective, please feel free to deliver them to me today. I am a clear and open vessel. If any of their guardian angels, guides, ancestors, beings of light would like to come through, please know that I am a clear and open channel, beings of light only. In God's name I pray. Ashe. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm allowing the cards to guide how many, how much, how many cards we have. Angel number 125. God, what messages do you have for the Earth Sign Collective? God, what messages do you have for the Earth Sign Collective? God, what messages do you have for the Earth Sign Collective? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Ooh. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. All right. I feel like some of y'all are going through a transformation. That was like a card that was just like peeking up at me. You guys had 4 cards that came out. At the top of this is a willingness. This is a new card. Release is supporting that. And gratitude. So a willingness of release and gratitude is what I'm getting so far. And underneath that is in the supporting energy is depth. So I'm kind of getting willingness. On the willingness card, we have an angel who's kind of standing at a dishwasher or washing dishes. So I feel like what God is saying is, are you ready to do your part? Are you willing to step up and kind of roll up your sleeves when you need to? Are you ready to play your role? Then we have release. There is kind of like a angel in a school bus. So this is funny. Normally I would think of release as in, normally I would think as release as something that you need to let go. But what I kind of feel like this is like God is being like, I am releasing you guys. I am opening up the floodgates. Like I am allowing you guys to kind of come in and supporting. And then with that, on the other hand, we also have gratitude. And there's an angel that is like at this valley. And it's like a rain, it's like the sun coming over the valley and the angel is kind of just there in a surrender. So I feel like what God is saying is like, God is opening this, there's this, I've been saying it, I'm going to keep saying it. We are moving into this new age. There's like this new way of living, this new way of being earth, being alive in this earth. I feel like the veil is so fucking thin. Like, I don't even feel like there is a veil anymore. Like, I feel like God is just like releasing, like just, there are no rules. That's how I feel. Like that's really the energy that I get. Like God is like, there is no rules, but there just have to be this willingness for you to, this willingness for you to kind of accept that. The depth of that. What does that really, really, truly mean to you? What the release, like when I keep saying to you guys that we're moving into this different area, what does that mean for you? What does it mean to have power? Like, what does it mean for you to stand in your power? What does it mean for you to live the life that you want to live? Is there a willingness for you to do the things that you need to do in order to live the life that you want to live? So often, a lot of us, angel number 5, so often a lot of us, that means change is coming. Going down with that release. I feel like it's like God is like, I've been holding some of you guys back. I've been holding it back. Yes, there are no gatekeepers. That's what it is. There has been gatekeepers, and there has been people that has been trying to it's like this power shift is happening. And it's like God is saying, like, if you really want this to be your life, like, there has to be this willingness to step up and do your part. And do you have that willingness? Underlying all of that, because I don't want to get too deep into this, is depth. And it's this angel with like the scuba dive, and it's like they're about to dive into the ocean. So in order to like take advantage of this new area, in order to figure, to get this release, to get the manifestation that you're looking for, this happily ever after that you're trying to get, there has to be this willingness to go within your emotion. There has to be a willingness to dive deep within yourself. Angel number 611. That's the depth that you have to do. Because what I'm realizing is that sometimes, I remember I was listening to Issa Rae, A Sip, through Patreon, and it was an episode with Kofi Syrup. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but there was this episode with Kofi, and he was just talking, and you can hear it in his voice. Like, I could feel the energy just through the like just listening to the podcast. Like, he was just so miserable. He was so miserable. But yet he had the obligations, and he was just so miserable. And one thing he said to me is just that, I worked so hard for this, and I realized that I was just working to be under somebody else. Like, I was working for, what did he say? I can't remember exactly what he said, but what I got from it was, that has to be the worst feeling in the world, for you to reach your dreams, or for you to get this thing that you've been working so hard for, and to realize it ain't shit. Like, it don't feel right. Like, it doesn't give you the thing that you're true. Like, it's not the feeling that you thought you were going to get. You don't have it, because it's just like, it's not it. And the best thing that to kind of bring this in a realistic term is, when I was in college, I was a accounting major. And my whole college career, I was all about, I got to get a job in a big four. I got to get a job at a big four. I got to get a job at a big four. I got to get a job at a big four. 18, angel number 18. And I got the job at the big four. I got there, and it was the worst fucking experience of my life. Living hell. Remember that episode of, I want to say, American Horror Story Coven, and Queenie was working at that fast food restaurant? My shit would be in accounting. Like, my shit would be back in public accounting, like a living hell. And to know that I worked and I put so much energy into it, and to get there and to feel like I worked for this. This is my life. This isn't life. And that's when I waking up. That was my woke moment, because I was just like, I can't fucking live this life. I can't live like this. I have to wake up every single day and go into this motherfucking office and pretend to like these people. No, angel number 909. Worst experience of my life, but it was the best experience of my life, because it allowed me to release this false belief that I realized when I reached that milestone, I realized that I was living a life for my mom. Angel number 709. I was living a life for my mom. I wasn't living my life. I wasn't really living my dreams, because in the back of my head, I always had this magical belief that I was going to be in an accounting firm or working as an accountant on a movie. And then somebody was like, oh my gosh, she has such an amazing personality. Let me put her in a film. I had all of these backward ass thinking. But once I got to that moment and realized this was not what I wanted, I released it. And then I found a new dream to go for. I had to begin that process of going within myself and figuring out, what do I want? And at that time, 7 years ago, matter of fact, it was more, was it 7 years? 8 years? Almost 9 years ago, I had no idea who I was. I was completely lost. I didn't even know what the fuck my hobby was, because I was just so tunnel focused on, I gotta get a job, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And it was something that I didn't even want in the end. So be very mindful about where you're doing, you know, like, why are you going after the things that you're going after? And know that when you do, you know, you do decide, after you go through this process of realizing what you want, release the guilt of feeling of living somebody else's life. Don't allow that guilt to come with you. Release it. Have gratitude for it. Know that every single thing that you've been through happened for a reason. But there has to be a willingness for you to even go through that process. If you truly want to change your life, if you truly want to ask yourself, why do I keep hitting these same fucking ceilings? Why do I keep experiencing this same man? Why do I keep experiencing the same job? Why do I keep experiencing the same hopeless feeling? If you really want to do that work, if you really want to figure out why you keep hitting these walls, go inside. Nobody out here can tell you this. I can't tell you this. You have to go within you. I think I said it before. If you don't know how to do it, if you don't even know what's going on in your mind, you don't know anything, you just write. Get you a journal every single morning for 3 days. Just write. Write about your life. Write about your childhood. Write about all of that. And until you get it all out, just allow it to flow. It don't have to make sense, because this is only for you. And then once you get it out, go back and read it so that you can know. Underline when you said I should have. Underline when you said I could have. Underline when you said they did this to me. And rewrite that program. But there has to be a willingness for you to even do that. That's what people don't understand. Like, that's why people, they do you read this self-help book, and you do the goddamn vision board, and you do the thing, and you get it, and you just like, that's it? Or this is how I'm not feeling the way I want to feel. You got to get deep within yourself and figure out why you want the things you want. That's why I'm not doing Honestly Sis no more. At least not right now. Because I realize I don't want that. That's not helping me where I'm trying to go. So I release it. You can't take everything with you. God is saying there's going to have to be a process of release. Angel number 1311 and 1313. All right, God. God, what is this message about willingness, release, gratitude, and depth? What is this message about willingness, release, gratitude, and depth? Also, I feel like with this release, there has to be a release of some of these beliefs that you have learned, that have been ingrained in you since childhood. The thing that I want you guys to know is that the reason why it's so important for you to go back and look at your life and figure out, like what you believe happened, and the reason why you need to do that is because a lot of the stuff that you are struggling with, it ain't even yours. It's not yours. If you ever, homework for some people who are, you really serious about this, I say watch Watchmen on HBO. Get somebody password, use your mama password. That's what I do. Get a free thing, but watch Watchmen on HBO, because it would explain how generational trauma is passed down, and how even if we do not have any connection to our ancestors or remember them by name, their trauma, their blood, their hopes, their dreams, their wishes, their disappointments, their letdowns, their betrayals, all of that shit comes into our blood. We have that. We carry that with us. And so as we are birthed into this world, you get your mom hopes, dreams, all that, all of this shit, you just get all of it. And then it comes to you. And unfortunately, we are the generation And I'm going to say we, because if you are watching this video, I don't care if you are 40 or 50 years old, that you have a duty. I feel like anybody who comes across my channel, you have a duty. There is something that God wants you to do, because he wouldn't have sent you to me if that wasn't the case. So it has fallen on your shoulders to clean this shit up. Last summer, I did inner child therapy. And in the inner child therapy, what we did, it literally just for 2 days, I just talked about my childhood. And for me, it really wasn't, this happened, that happened. You don't think about it. It's not much for you. This happened, that happened. Then she asked me about on the first day, she asked me about my grandparents. What was your grandparents like? What was your mom like? What was your parents like? And the reason, and now I get it, because it's like so she did all that. So the first day, what was my grandparents like? What was my parents like? What was my parents' relationship? What was my childhood? What was my earlier childhood years like? The second day, we were talking about what was my middle school years like? What was high school like? Blah, blah, blah. Inner child therapy. It's not, college is, as you start becoming an adult, it's kind of like dealing with those informative years. And so after the first day, she sent me this thing, and it's called pathology. And what I realized is that within my body, within my blood, within our thing, there was this common thread about mothers hijacking the child's future. The mother, it was like this thread of like narcissism a little bit. And it wasn't even like a conscious narcissism. We just call it narcissism now because, we have a term for it. But it was like this thread of you have to do this for the family, or you do this to make me look good. So my grandma on my dad's side, her mom took her out of school so that she could be a sharecropper. My grandmother hated cotton. She said angel number 1717. She hated cotton. She said that's why she left the South, because she hated cotton. And she was like, I was just so mad when I read your granddaddy because he was picking cotton. She's like, I just couldn't get away from fucking cotton. Like, she hated cotton. And her mom, because of, to help the family, pulled her out of school and made her be a sharecropper. She hated her mom. I mean, I'm not going to say she hated her mom for that, but she hated her mom for that. Fuck it. She hated her mom for that. She didn't like it. My mom, my grandma on my mom's side, she lost her mom when she was like 11 years old. She started living with her great grandma, and then she started raising babies at the age of 15. So when did she get to learn how to be a mom? When you don't learn, when nobody teaches you how to do these things, and that's why I say everything goes back to slavery. When did our parents have this time to learn how to become a wholesome parent? Yeah, some of us are lucky. Some of us have been blessed to have really whole parents that has helped nurture us. But a lot of us, that's not our story, because our parents, they was in survival mode. All of us have been in survival mode for so long. And what God is saying is, it's time to switch it. There has to be a willingness to drop that survival. It has to be a willingness to change your mindset and to be like, I'm not a slave no more. I don't need to survive. My ancestors have already paid for me over 10 times over, 20 times over. My ancestors from slavery, my ancestors from Jim Crow, my ancestors from mass incarceration, they paved the fucking way for me. We're done working hard. We're done struggling. We're done surviving. We're done asking you to understand us. No. New day, new time, new beliefs, new release, new power, new structures. But there has to be this willingness to step up and do your part. All right, I'm done. God, what messages do you have for the Earth Sign Collective regarding willingness, release, gratitude, and death? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. The card that fell out for willingness is I can follow the trail of good feeling thoughts. So the card, this is angel number 51. Most people have put anything that earns. Okay, I see what type of day we about to have today. As we're 20 minutes in. Most people have put anything that earns money in the category of things that I have to do, and that is why money often comes so hard. If you are wise enough to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along your way, you will come into a vibrational alignment with who you really are and with the things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to you a viable means to achieve your desire. It is time to switch our mindsets. It is time to just test it. I say just try God for a month. Try God for a month. Have a willingness to walk this way for a month and see what happens. This year, I made a vow. I said, you know what, God? Fuck this. I am not smarter than you. I give the fuck up. I am not better than you. I cannot figure this shit out more than you. I fucking surrender. This year, whatever you want me to do, I'm going to do. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. I don't care how crazy it looks. I don't care how insane it is. Whatever, angel number 2131. Whatever you ask me to do, God, I'm going to do it. And he had me do some crazy shit. I've been in celebrity inbox, but it's because I want him to know there has this, the trail of good feeling thoughts. I want him to know I don't give a fuck, God. I'm with you. Wherever you want to lead me, I'm with you. I'm riding. It's like how Kanye would say, I'm with, for my daddy. I don't give a fuck. I'm riding for God. Whatever you want me to do, because I know you're more powerful than me. I know that you have a means. I surrender. God is saying, I'm releasing your angels. I'm releasing your ancestors. They can help you. There are no fucking rules no more. Because guess what? I gave them motherfuckers time. I had rules. I told them don't do this. And they fucked up the world anyway. Because this is what happened. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. This is what happened. This is what's going on right now. I'm hyped up. That fucking grandma. It does it to me every time. But real talk, this was happening. So, God made earth. And God gave us all, free will. God was just like, God knew what was going on with this slavery shit, but he was really like, let's just see how this is going to play out. Let's just see how this is going to play out. I'm going to let them play it out, because the thing about God is, he is like, he's invested in us. What people feel like, God is not judging you for shit, okay? He's not judging you at all. He don't care. I mean, I'm not saying like he doesn't care, but it's like his caringness and how he knows whether what you're doing is right or wrong is all based on your belief. That's why it's so important for you to follow the trail of your good feeling belief. So if you smoke weed and it makes you feel good, it got you functioning, you're able to handle your life, it got your shit together, and that's fine. God's not judging you. If you are in a committed relationship and you've been with this guy and y'all having sex but y'all not married, but it feels good, he's protecting you, God is not judging you, because he's like, okay. And anyways, I don't know who that's for. So what is happening is God was allowing these people, allowing, this power structure to kind of set up in America, do this thing. And he was like, okay, let me see. In the world, period. Let me see. And he allowed us to go through this because he just had this belief, it's going to get better. They gonna say they self, because I made them. They're made in my image. You have to realize. Okay, this is the last thing. You have to realize that God sees all of this shit as a challenge. He sees all of this shit as a fucking challenge. As this stuff is happening right now, you don't think God is like, oh, they didn't forgot. Remember they didn't forgot about Dre. God was like, oh, they didn't forgot about God. Shut the motherfucking world down. Shut the shit down. They done forgot about God. Oh, they don't want to fucking pay attention to the earth. They want to keep fucking this up. And that's what's happening. God was like, oh, I didn't let these people have their power with the belief that they would eventually have some consciousness to them, that they will eventually have this switch and be like, oh my God, what am I doing? Because God, the thing about God is God said there's a oneness within all of us. You know, we are one people. That's how God believes. But he's like, some of y'all done got so poisoned that y'all done forgot that y'all in my body, that I gave you your swag. And so what is happening is some people are getting their ass tapped because they have abused their power. They have overdone it. And so what God is saying is like, oh, it's about to be some releases, because this is what's happening. The people who are willing to step up, the people who are willing to say, you know what, God, I'm done. I have tried to do it this way. I keep hitting these walls. I'm done hitting these walls. Wherever you want me to go, I'm going to go. God is about to step in and blow your shit the fuck up. Straight up. Like, I just cannot say it no other way. Because God is like pissed. Like, it's like it's not like he's pissed. God don't get pissed. He does gotta get pissed. He experienced all the emotions that we experience. But the thing is, like, God is really like, he's ready to boss up, because it's like people we have gotten so far away from the original reason that we got within this. And so it's like, you have to realize, like, everything happens, like, God created all this so that he can have this experience. He allowed us to go through all of this because he wanted to see, like, okay, so what does it mean for the world to be in chaos? Because he made this world and it was a perfect fucking world at one time, right? And then over time we got on this motherfucker and we fucked it up, right? That's what happened, right? So God is like, so what, what is a bad world? Because I don't know. God is like, I don't know, messy. God's like, I don't do messy. I don't do messy. I don't do chaos. I don't know what any of that shit is. So what God did was like, I don't know what none of that shit is. So he created this shit so that he could figure out, oh, this is a chaotic world. This is a messy world. I don't like this. Because now they forgot about me. And I definitely don't like that shit. So now God is like, no, it's time to boss up. No, there is no rules. Before I made my spirit team, before I made the spirit realm play by the rules, before I told them that they can only do so much. But guess what? Fuck that. They didn't forget about God. But anyways, so that's what's happening. There's a correction being going on right now. It's just like what it said in the Bible. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. So all of those people that are in power, all of those 1% that are fighting so fucking hard to keep their little power, who are, they got the KKK, they coming on out, everybody doing their shit because they're fighting so hard to come on to that powder, to hold on to that power. God is just like, time's up. Time is fucking up. And they're gonna feel it. The thing is, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be worried, because you're good. Your shit has been bought and paid for. All you have to do is have this willingness to believe that you can achieve every single thing you put your mind to it. God has been giving you so many ideas, so many nuggets, so many whispers. You should do this. You should do that. You do it. You feel good. And then you come up with a million reasons why this cannot be a reality. Why this cannot be the life that God wants you to live. You do that. And then you go away. And God is just like, I tried. And then you pray to him again. God, please, listen to me. God, you don't listen to me. God, if you're real, please do this for me. And then he'll give you the idea. And he'll tell you to do this. He'll ask you to reach out to this person. Or he'll tell you to go to this event. And then you won't do it. And the cycle continues on and on and on. I say those things, those petty ass things, because that's what it is. It's so small. People feel like when God comes out, it's going to be like, hey, I am God. What's up? Listen to me, nigga. Angel number 30. And God is not about to do that. Like, y'all really feel like God is about to like pop out Chimera and be like, hey girl, you should do this. Or like you really feel, I don't know what you are waiting for. But it's not gonna be that because he's here. He's here. He's already in here. He's already been with you. Guess what? Those things that you think about all the time, you know, that dream that you have, you know, people like knowing your name and, you know, screaming and, you know, talking shit, having dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay, that's just me, but still. You know, like those dreams that you have, that's your higher self, aka God. Like, hey girl, this is the life you could be living. If only you would just follow the fucking trail. Yeah. I'm gonna say this and then we gonna get some cards. I had no intentions on doing tarot readings. None. But guess what? One day I was on my YouTube and fell down the tarot reading hat. One day I was on YouTube and was like, one of the readers said, you know what? If you keep reading these, you should get a deck. And I said, you know what? I should get a deck. Angel number 3120. I should get a deck. So I got a deck. Then I got my deck and I was reading it and I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm learning my intuition. I feel like I'm growing. I feel like I'm changing. I like this. Then I started doing for other people. And then something told me, I want to do this for more people. I want to do it for more people. But guess what? I'm just like you. I'm hard-headed. That's why it's mastering with Am, because Am don't got shit together. So I'm hard-headed. And I'm like, dang, I feel like I should be doing this for people. I just feel like I should be doing this. Like, it's just something in my body that just like, I should be doing this. So I did it. So I didn't even do it. I ain't even do it yet. I ain't even do it. So I was like, I like half did it. I was like, oh, I'm doing a love offering. You're going to give me $10, $20. I'll do your reading. I got one person. One girl that never even came through. So I said, okay, no, maybe I don't need to do readings. Then I got the urge again. You should be doing readings. You should be doing readings. Fuck. I feel like I should be doing readings. So in my journal, I said, God, should I be doing readings? 1 sign, 2 signs, 3 signs, 4 signs. I still was like, God, dude, should I be doing readings? And he was like, ask me another motherfucking year. You should, because that's how y'all have to realize, like, God is like, y'all, you guys are so frustrated with him and he's frustrated with us. It's like that meme, the Diddy meme. Like, he's looking at us and we looking at him and he like, didn't I tell you to do it? How many times do you want me to tell you? I'm not going to tell you 5 or 6 times. I'm done. I'm not telling you 5 or 6 times. Do it or don't do it. Period. So I did it. First day I did it. First day I charged somebody and did it. Bing, 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 bing. Reading. Next week, reading. Another week, reading. Money. Guys like, what? You want to question me? I'm just telling y'all. There has to be a willingness to believe, a willingness to go and do the inner promptings, a willingness to look crazy for a minute, you know? Release. What do we need to release, God? We need to release bad feelings. God is saying, know that you can feel better right now. We always feel like, it's just like what they say, I want to lose weight. I want to feel better. I don't feel good about my body, so I want to lose weight. I'm not going to feel better about my body until I lose 10 pounds. And then you lose 10 pounds, then you feel like still feel like shit. You got to feel better now. You got to feel like you can't do something and still feel like shit and you're doing it and like, oh, this is going to make me feel better. No, 34. It starts here. Start feeling the feelings right now. Not only does the thought that you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. As you consistently and deliberately think and speak more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will find yourself more in alignment with the pure, positive essence of your own source. And under those conditions, your life will be extremely pleasing to you. God said, release what you don't want. Stop focusing on what you don't want. Example. I don't like my job. I don't want to be at my job. And what was I doing? Every single day. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm at my job. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm at my job. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm at my job. Why am I still at this job? Because, oh my God, I can't believe I'm at my job. Because that's all I'm thinking about. I had to be like, I have to find a way to not allow these people to fuck up my vibration so much that it's like, it's stopping me from where I'm trying to go. That's what you got to start realizing, that every time that you decide to focus on. So if we're in this thing, if we're in this maze, right? And we're trying to get to this center point, right? As we're following, like, this feels good. This feels great. This feels amazing. Oh, I think I want to do this. Oh, I think this is good. Oh, I'm going to try to do this. Oh, I'm going to try to do that. Oh, I'm going to get masterclass. You know, we're starting to move in this maze, and it's getting us closer and closer to where we want to go. But imagine when all those times you're focusing on the shit that you don't like. You're focusing on how horrible this job is, why people are asking you questions, why people are expecting things of you, why do people keep emailing you and talking to you all type of crazy ways. Guess what they do? You're going backwards. You're pushing yourself further from the things you want. As you keep allowing people, like when you call your coworker and you're complaining, like, oh my God, I can't believe she did this, further, because you have to realize your energy is your currency. Shout out to Miriam. Your energy is your currency. That's how important it is. So guess what I did? I said, you know what? I'm not answering. I used to keep my email up. And I told my manager, I'm not answering emails immediately no more. I'm waiting. She was like, well, we'll wait 10 minutes. I'm waiting 2 hours. I'm not answering emails right away no more because that doesn't make me feel good. I'm not going to my cousin's house that talks shit about me because that doesn't make me feel good. I'm not hanging out with these people anymore because they don't make me feel good. Feelings. That's the only thing you got to know. You don't have to know how you're going to get to the finish line, because you're going to get to the finish line by just following this maze. You have to have the willingness to follow the maze. Release the things that are no longer good for you and just keep pushing forward. The best thing that I could ever do is for me to go into public accounting and realize that was not what I wanted to do. It's just as good to know what you don't want so that you can know what you do want. So when you do feel those bad feelings, it's not to be like, oh, you know, let me just ignore it. It's to be like, oh, so what do I want right now? Oh, I don't want to work in an environment with people who think they can talk to me any type of way. I don't want that type of environment. Now I done switched that energy. Now I done took that stuff that I could just keep being like, who the fuck they think they are talking to me like that, and blah blah. I done took that and switched and said, oh no. First of all, I would never talk to my employees like that, and I would never want nobody else to talk to me like that. Oh no, when I'm a boss, I'm never going to ask somebody for something that I should have the information for. Oh no, this is getting me closer and closer to where I want to go. So let's start using this fuel of the stuff that people aggravate us and like annoy us. I can't even think of the word. And just allow that to lead us to our good feeling. Let me hurry up. Where did this come from? This card just fell out. Okay. Gratitude. I do not need to have money to attract money. Come on, God. You talking today. You do not have to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. Come on, say that again. You do not have to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. The key is you have to find ways of improving the way you feel right where you stand before things begin to change. By softening your attention to the things that are going wrong, I was just saying that, and by beginning to tell stories that lean more in the direction of what you want instead of the direction of what is currently happening, your vibration will shift. Your point of attraction will shift and you will get different results. What is God talking about? God is saying we're using our emotions, we're using our energy to get us where we're going. This is the thing. This is how a lot of us get in trouble. The first thing that we do is we say, okay, I want to make a movie. But damn, I ain't got no money to make a movie. How am I going to make a movie? Where am I going to get the money to make a movie from? Nobody will give me money to make a movie. And so immediately we kill our dream before we even allow it to blossom. So many of you guys kill your shit before it even have a chance to take off. What God is saying is you don't have to have, so when you say, I want to make a movie, instead of saying, how am I going to make a movie, or how am I going to get the money to make a movie, or I don't have enough money, I don't know the people to make a movie, you start to say, what's the process of making a movie? Oh, I need to get a screenplay together. Oh, I need to do this. You start following those trails. You start following the process of making that movie. Don't worry about how the money or how it's all going to come about. You just get excited. You allow your dream to pull you into the resources, because what God is saying, as you start attracting the thing, when you keep working on one thing, that's why I'm letting honestly sis go. When you put your energy, when you say, hey God, you're signaling, ding, 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 ding. This is what I want. I want to make a movie. Every single day, I'm thinking about this. Every single day, I'm doing this. Every single day, I'm understanding this. Oh, now I'm working on my screenplay. Oh, now I'm fine tuning it. Oh, now I'm trying to find a director. Oh, now I'm finding my team. If you keep focusing on it, what's going to happen is things are going to magically come into your experience. And it's not magically coming into your experience. It's just that now God knows where to direct your energy. The problem is, angel number 4141, so many of us, we are in situations, and though we have hopes and dreams, and though we're working very hard, we're so focused on what's going wrong. We're so focused on, why the fuck am I still in this position when I'm working so hard, instead of just focusing on the things that we're doing and how good that we're going. Instead of like setting ourselves up for success and doing things and saying, okay, hey, I'm aggravated every time I get these messages, and maybe I just need to set aside a time that I'm going to answer my messages. Bam, easy fix. Because the great thing is I'm in a good position. My job, there's no other place on the world that I could do what I do and make the money that I make. It's just too easy. So it's like, this is the best place for me to be. This is the best place for me to be. Now, the things that are aggravating me, how can I allow them not to aggravate me so much? Because that's the thing. All of these situations that are aggravating us, that are making us so uncomfortable, they are there. We fail when we leave. We fail when it's uncomfortable and we be like, all right, I need to find another job. That's not the answer. I had to I think I came to this when I was doing a water sign reading. The answer is not to leave my job. That's never the answer, because it doesn't matter. Once I leave that job, I'm going to go somewhere else, and then I'm going to encounter that same feeling. The answer is to try to work through, why am I feeling this feeling? Why do I feel this way? Oh, I feel this way because this white man think he can talk to me any type of way. Oh, I feel this way because though I'm working my ass off, none of these people appreciate anything that I do. Oh, I feel this way because I've been here for 5 years and I still don't feel appreciated. I still haven't got this promotion. They don't know who I am on this. Oh, it's your pride, really. It's your pride, really. Yeah, this is a chaotic environment, but it's really your pride. It's really you're upset with the way that people are viewing you. You're upset that people are looking down on you when they really shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, how people feel about you ain't got shit to do with you. Release that. If they don't know me or respect me or know who I am, fine, they will. Period. I was listening to a T.I. and Tyler Perry interview, and Tyler said, stop proving yourself to these people. That's the problem with Black people. That's the problem with all of us. We're looking at Grammys. We're looking at the fucking Oscars. Please fucking accept us. Please view us. Fuck them. We make this shit poppin'. We move culture. Fuck their opinions. Fuck what they think. Because that's what they think. That's the problem. They set this shit, angel number 4440. They did this shit on purpose. They said one of the last quotes that Martin Luther King said was that, I'm afraid that I move my people into a burning building. They wanted us to have integration because they wanted us to strive to get them. Because once you even have this idea of you striving to become them, what does that mean? That means they looking down on us. That means we're the lower citizens. So they created this structure to make us want to strive for them, to be like them, to have our hair like them and our complexion like them and be like this. And what has been happening? After a while, what's happening? With social media, with all of this stuff, we realizing with the Kardashians, we like, what the fuck? How are y'all praising bitches that look just like that's trying to be black women? But you can't respect your own black women. Black women are the most exotic creatures in the world. Name another exotic creature. Name another creature. Name another race that can wear their hair in so many different styles. Name another race in the shapes and the bodies they come. These bitches are carving their bodies up to look like us. That naturally fucking come to us. That's why Beyonce keeps saying that shit. Keep saying my real ass, because that shit naturally comes to us. Why the fuck are we out there buying ass implants? Our bodies are, anyways, I'm not judging you. I'm not about to judge you. I'm not trying to judge you, but I'm just trying to show you that they created this structure to make us want to feel inferior to them, to make us want to strive and ask for acceptance for them. And it's like, why? When are we going to realize we have all the fucking power? Even now, they're using our rage to fuel their system. You think fucking Gucci ain't know what the fuck they was doing? They're using us. They're using your rage, and you are allowing them to use your rage. Every time I see that we trending because somebody, ignore them motherfuckers next time. Ignore them because they know they stupid. They know they wrong. Ignore them. We just gonna be canceled. We don't have to have their ass trending that we're canceling, because guess what? We're boosting their shit. Fuck them. And that's what God wants you to understand. Fuck the outside world. That's why you have to go inside yourself and figure out, why do I want the things I want? Why am I striving for the things I want? Because some of these things that you're striving for, some of these things that you're wanting, it's fucking been programmed into your mind to want them. It's all, you're working and you're striving for something to become a slave to something else. And what God is saying, slavery is done. You are free. Accept that you are free. Why are you still working in a job that you don't like? What's the difference between slavery and working in a job you don't like? What's the difference between slavery and getting 40 days a week and being in an environment that makes you mentally sick, physically sick? I know people who have got in the hospital. I went into the fucking hospital because of a job before. So what's the difference? We're still, and that's why y'all fucking hate Kanye, but it's the truth. Y'all, we hate the person. He the shit when he on our side, but when he's speaking truth to us and we don't agree to that truth, he ain't the shit no more. I'm wrong for it too, because I done had moments where I'm like, fuck Kanye, what the fuck Kanye talking about? But Kanye was saying the truth. We ain't shit if we mentally enslaved. Why are we still asking the Oscars? Why the fuck is Diddy even talking to Diddy and all? Why are they even at the fucking Rockefeller brunch talking about the Oscars? Fuck them. The Rockefeller brunch is what needs to replace the fucking Grammys for black people. That's what we need. We need our elders to step up and say, guess what? We're not asking for fucking equality and for you to see us anymore. We're doing our own shit. We're done. That's why Kanye said that line, next time that I stand up, we all go. Until we all get on the same fucking page, until we harmonize, we're all done. I'm getting off of that. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. Where is this reading, God? Anyways, last card for depth it says, I want to harmonize with my desires. Anytime you feel negative emotions, God is, what to say? I'm going to read this one too. I can set my own financial well-being. God is trying to get you, it's done. The chains are dropped. You are free. Okay. Why, God? Why would you have me so hype? Like, let me calm down. I want to harmonize with my desires. Anytime you feel a negative, look at my hand, y'all. I'm shaking right now. Anytime you feel negative emotions, stop and say something is important here. Otherwise, I will not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I want? And then simply turn your attention to what you do want. In that moment, you turn your attention to what you want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feelings will change from feeling good to feeling good, from not feeling good to feeling good. This is the process of pivoting. And that's why I was telling you guys about using these things, using these triggers, using these things that make you mad. Angel number 51. So if Gucci triggered you so bad, why? God is saying there has to be, it's time out for ignoring your feelings. It's time out from just being like, oh, well. My worst fear is that this shit would happen. This shit would drastically change so many people's lives, and then we just go back and act like nothing happened. That's my worst fear. God is saying, if you want to harmonize with your desire, if you really want to really live the life of your dreams, if you really want to make a change, there has to be a willingness on your part. Stop looking at God and saying how he's not helping you when you're not doing your fucking part. And that's what I hate about Christianity, because they have made us all lazy. They have made us all believe that this power is outside of us. They have made us all feel like, oh, if I just be a good person and if I just pray, God gonna bless me. No, you have to get off your ass and move. You have to do the shit that you want to do. Life is not gonna just happen for you. There has to be a willingness for you to do your part. It don't have to be hard. But there has to be just the bare minimum of a willingness to even move. You've been hoping, praying, wishing, dreaming, and you ain't did shit. I can set my own standard for financial well-being. Once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience, if that is what you desire, which we all want more money, because money is our basic necessity of life. That's just how this nature was built. That's just how this shit goes. It does not make you evil. It does not make you this materialistic person because you want to be financially secure. That is just life. But you don't have to use no man. You don't have to get over on people. You don't have to gamble your life away because you want security. That's not necessary. You can get all of those things just by honoring yourself, just by having this willingness to believing that you are possible of happiness. But you doing a negative shit, you being schemy, you putting all this, like you're fucking yourself up. Do not let others set the standard about how much money you should have or about what you should do with it. For you are the only person who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow those things to flow into your experience that life has helped you know that you want. Everything that you're chasing for, all these people that you admire them because they're showing you who you really are on the inside. I had to realize that. The other day I was like, fuck, I'm baby Beyonce. Period. Fuck, I'm about to be like a baby Oprah. Period. Fuck, I must have the genius of Jay-Z. Period. These people that you admire, all they do is just shine the light on you. You gravitate toward these people because there's something in you. You're jealous of these people because they're showing you something of you that you think you can't have. And God is saying, if only you had the willingness to believe that you are worthy. If only you could just switch your mindset, shit would change for you. Angel number 5440. But you're so caught up in your shit. You're so caught up in your own head. Well, God is saying, get out of your fucking head. You're not going to think your way. That's what I had to tell myself. I'm not going to think my way out of this. You're not smarter than God. Angel number 55. You're not smarter than God. Period. It's not going to happen. So release it. Release that belief that you can even do better than him, because you can't. But what you can do is start getting in your feelings and start asking yourself, why do I want these things? Is this making me happy? Is this making me sad? How long am I going to live my life like this? When is there going to be a change? Is my kids going to live like this? When are you going to start asking yourself these questions? I'm about to get some tarot real quick and get the fuck out of here. God, what's the message that you have for the Earth Sign Collective? Some of y'all are dealing with some fire signs, and I don't know if the fire signs are helping or hurting you guys. But stop focusing on the outside. Look at this. Again. You can't sleep. And the reason why you can't sleep is because you're worried about, where is this going to come? How is this pinnacle going to come? When is God going to bless me? And God said, I'm going to bless you when you decide to walk away from these beliefs. When you decide to turn away from everything that you know. When you decide to say, no fucking more. I'm not living like this no more. That's when God gonna bless you. When you decide to go away. And guess what? Be careful. Be careful as you go away, because there's gonna be illusions. There's gonna be things, there's gonna be beliefs, because guess what you're doing? You're taking those baggages with you. Because it's a two-step process. Two-step process to get to this, to get to these 3 of Cups, to get to the celebration. God is saying, turn away from what you don't want. Turn away from all that shit don't make you feel good. You know how you've already lived that way before. You've already lived your life without God before. How did that feel? Turn away from that. But as you turn away from that, face these illusions. Go within. Go do that research, because guess what? As they're even moving away from all of this, there's fucking swords in there. That's bringing the baggage from the past. So God is saying, look at that baggage. Look at those illusions. See those lies for what they were, so that you can come into full alignment and celebration. This is what's waiting for us. For you guys that's been lonely, who's been feeling like, nobody understands me, it's because you're living a life that's not even yours. Have the willingness to be alone for a minute. Some of you guys cannot find your partners because you're too busy settling for anything that comes your way. Have a willingness to be alone for a minute. Because once you have that willingness, angel number 58, because once you have that willingness to take that pause and to do that deep within soul searching, it's going to bring everything that you want is going to come. Celebration, wholeness, whole friendships. Come on, y'all. You're celebrating. You're going to get the thing that you're looking for. But there has to be this process there's have to be a willingness to look at these illusions. There have to be a willingness to leave behind the past. Release the poverty consciousness. Release it. We're not here anymore. Who said you can't have everything that you want? Who lied to you? Angel number 5850. Because Judgment Day is here. Judgment Day is here. God is blowing his motherfucking trumpet. And he's saying, no more. No more. I have allowed you people, out the kindness of my heart, to think that you have more power than me, because I wanted to see what the fuck was going to happen, and you guys fucked it up. So guess what? Now it's time for daddy to come home. Now it's time for daddy to correct some shit. And daddy's going to correct some shit by putting the proper people in order. Daddy's going to correct some shit by allowing you guys to see all of these illusions. Daddy is going to correct some shit by bringing these people into alignment with their soul family. The money is going to come. The friends are going to come. The love of your life is going to come. Everything that you want is yours. But there has to be a willingness for you to even believe it's possible. There has to be a willingness for you to turn away from the old ways. All right, God. Give us one message to just confirm this. One message to confirm, God. One message to confirm for earth signs. One confirmation. One clarification, God. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us. There we go. Bring it into form. Inspiration. These inspirational ideas, these things that have been just, God is saying, bring it into form. Heaven, I'm going to help you. Heaven sent, I'm going to help you. All I need you to do is take the first step. Bring it into form. I'm not reading all of this. I am. I'm gonna lie. Beautiful dreamer. You can imagine wonderful words of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creation. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer, work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. You are being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired tasks. This will help you to grow, and this is a wonderful reason to commit. But there is another reason too. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical forms so that other people can access them and experience something special too. If you've been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, or acting an inspiration or an idea, then this oracle is bringing you an unequivocal yes. Do it now. Don't dally or dither about the details or worry about how it is going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take the first step, it will rush towards you like an enthusiastic and chivalrous lover, opening doors, hands gently guiding at your lower back as you are moved forward. You will be promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. This is the sacrifice inherent in translating the perfection of an idea into the limited physical form. Although something may be lost when turning a multidimensional concept of endless potential into something concrete, this oracle guides you to realize that there is so much more to be gained. You must become free of this inspiration so that you can receive your next inspiration. It is already waiting for you, so on you must go. This oracle also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes, aka this video may be it. Even if it seems unimaginable, when it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. If you are also drawn the Oracle of Sacred Fool, we haven't read that. Feel assured that your success. I did see Sacred Fool though. So if you have also drawn the Oracle of Sacred Fool, feel assured that your path of success is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations. When I say, baby, new earth. It might happen in ways that surprise you and others, but it will happen. It is meant to be. If you have not drawn this card but feel drawn to read its message, then do so. Guys, I don't know what I'm gonna read. I'm sorry, God, you're right. I'm gonna read this to you guys. I want you to touch your heart right here. Put your hand on your heart. If you're here, you're committed. Put your hand on your heart and say this with me. And you don't even have to say it. I just want you to touch and agree with me on this, because I want you to know that whatever you have been thinking about, God wants it. He wants it right fucking now. He wants it out into the world. This message is for me included. He's done waiting. It's time. So touch your hand here, and we're going to read this together and be healed together. Take a deep breath. All right. I am energized and empowered to bring my ideas to life. I release any fear that they won't live up to the perfection of my ideas or fantasy. I give them permission to become what they want to be in service to life. In releasing these ideas into form, I open up to receive new ideas and inspirations. I am helped with this process through unconditional love for the greater good, so be it. Ashe. Guys, the time for fear is no more. There's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. A lot of you guys may feel, no, but what if I do this? I don't want to struggle. You did struggle. You've been struggling. It's time to stop struggling. Bring this idea into form and watch your life transform. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I just want y'all to know I love y'all. I believe in you, and you can do this. It's as easy as a willingness to believe. Just switch your belief. Try it for a month. Try it for a week. And just watch God amaze you. I love you guys. We're in this together. Let's master this motherfucker. Namaste.